ACS Blog is here with Greg Craig, who's former White House Counsel and now a partner at Skadden Arps. Mr. Craig, thank you for joining us. Can you talk a little bit about the significance of the pardon power and what role it plays in the criminal justice system?
Well, it's a constitutional power that appears in Article 2 of the Constitution, and it was created 223 years ago by the Founding Fathers. And Alexander Hamilton wrote about it in the Federalist 74, saying that it was absolutely critical for the president to have the ability, when it came to offenses against the United States, to provide pardons and reprieves and commutations in instances and circumstances where it was warranted. That power was recognized then as being important. It's no less important today as a means of improving the lives of many people who've already served their time, done their bit, lived good lives, and are qualified for pardons, as well as to bring justice where there has been injustice in overbroad sentences, disparate sentences, lengthy sentences, excessive sentences. That's where the commutation comes in.
And what do you see as reform that's needed or would be useful in this area?
Well, right now, the Office of the Pardon Attorney, which was created in 1893, is in the heart of the Justice Department. And so you're using Justice Department prosecutors and Justice Department lawyers to make recommendations to the president as to who should or should not be pardoned. I think there's a perception problem here, at least, that the Department of Justice is not a neutral forum, that the Department of Justice, and this is institutionally the way they are, want to preserve convictions, want to preserve sentences rather than advocating for leniency or forgiveness. And so one of the things I would want to see happen would be a separate independent agency or commission reporting directly to the president, using the resources of the Justice Department, because they have all the facts and the circumstances and the backup, to provide recommendations to the president as to who should be pardoned. I think there should be, secondly, much greater emphasis on whether or not a president exercises responsibly and vigorously the Article 2 powers of the pardon as a way of measuring his presidency. It's a duty. It's there as part of his presidential powers. And I think this is a change of culture and a change of attitude that if we take it seriously, we'll take the issue out of politics. And that's primarily, I think, the biggest problem right now, is that the pardon power has been abused in the past, and it's been underused in the past. And it's been underused because people are afraid to be criticized politically for the exercise of that power. And it's been abused in the past because there's not been a systematic, regularized way in which qualified people get presented to the president. And so at the last minute, people who do not qualify get rushed through and get their pardon. So yes, I'm in favor of reform, and I think everybody who is familiar with the system is sympathetic with the idea of changing the system.
Thank you very much, Mr. Craig.